Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday, happy weekend, and happy Valentine's Day to all of you lovers, to everyone who loves life. And even if you are single, you need to start loving yourself first before anything else. Now, are you afraid of love? Let's talk a bit about love because it is the International Day of Love. Valentine's Day is here to celebrate love, but not necessarily in a couple. It's about loving yourself first and more before you do anything else. And let me tell you why this is so important. Now, first of all, I know that you are not afraid of love. Love is not painful. What is painful indeed is the emotions that we have attached to the meaning that we give love. Love is maybe the most beautiful, uplifting feeling you could have ever felt as hello, Claudio. Thank you so much for joining me. As it's vital that you start to respect yourself, to offer yourself the affection, the attention, and the needs that you need in order to make sure that you thrive in all of the areas of your life. Claudio, please let me know if you have any questions. We are talking today about fear and love since it is Valentine's Day. Now, you mostly fear abandoned. You fear to be abandoned. You may fear that the other person that is next to you may have a different need that you are willing that you can offer, and it's really strange most of the times to know that if the other person leaves and they are happier without us, then we are in pain. Well, let me tell you that this isn't love. What's love is when the other person is happy, healthy, wealthy, even without you in their lives. So you do not necessarily are afraid of love. You are afraid of getting hurt. And I think I know a lot of what this means and how this feels because I myself have had so many failures in my relationships that I cannot even begin to tell you about them. It was mostly not knowing who I was. I had no idea how to be more close to myself. I didn't know which are my needs, which were my strongest core values, and I would accept anything coming from anyone just to make sure. Hello, the Pranish Pranishalers. I'm really sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great day, and do let me know if you have any questions about fear and love today, our topic. And not knowing who I was got me very confused. And how can you love someone that's next to you if you don't know who you are? Because if you don't know who you are, how can you love yourself? So it mostly starts from who you are, from what you want to achieve, how do you want to feel. And after you have figured all of these things out, then love may come or not. It depends if you are willing to be with someone else or not, because it is entirely up to you and it's not wrong or right. It is your decision, and whatever decision you take, it is the best decision ever in order to start knowing yourself. Most of us work on the rejection pattern. This means that we mainly know what we don't like instead of knowing what we like. I am still like this in most of the areas of my life. And when I take a journal and I write things down, I write what I don't want to see, to get, to have anymore. And that's fine. You need to start with somewhere. You need to do this very small step of figuring out who you really are. What are your needs? What is it that makes you feel alive? What gets your passion going? Once you do that, once you discover who you are, hello, Miriana. Thank you so much for joining me. We are talking today about fear and love. So let me know if you have any questions. And we are very, very confused most of the times because we believe that if we don't know what we want exactly, if we focus only on the things that we don't like, it's wrong. Well, let me tell you, it's not like that because even if you are aware of the things that you no longer want in your life, at least your mind gets some clarity, right? So, the first step to knowing yourself is to write down some thoughts about what are your desires, what are your passions, what is it that you want to have in your life from now on, and what is it that you don't want to have in your life from now on. And again, I am telling you, it's perfectly okay, even if you write the negative things down, even if you know what you no longer want to have in your life, at least you are going somewhere, right? Now, the second step is to start accepting yourself. Now that you know who you are starting to create some boundaries. The boundaries are the limits that you get to set up in your mindset, in your life, in every area of your life, letting know the other people that this is this is the furthest that you are going to go with your limits. I want you to stop making all sorts of sacrifices. It is not ideal that you continually feel that you get your guard down, that you let your boundaries free just to please someone else. Love is not about pleasing someone else. It's actually about pleasing yourself. Love is mostly about getting to accept the other person as they are and loving them for who they are. And this is what you need to start to do with yourself first. As you got to know yourself, as you got to accept who you really are, now it's time to start loving yourself, to do some very small pleasures, to offer yourself those maybe hidden desires that you have not done before. Maybe take yourself out on a date. Grab a cup of coffee with yourself. Maybe you'd need to get a walk in the park, but only with yourself to get your mind clear, to get your thoughts in order. And why not to have the best time ever with yourself, because once you do this, you are open to attracting similar people that value you, that respect you, and that only want to make you happy for who you are. You cannot change anyone unless you change the way you see yourself, because let's face it, no one ever is going to change for us or for anything else unless they decide to. And it's not the point of us wanting to change the other person. It's about getting your interior to look like the most lovable, the most amazing person that you can ever be. So focus on yourself in order to attract the right type of love in your life. I hope you found this useful. I know you will put this in practice. Let me know how it goes for you. And I want you to let me know in the comments below what is the first step that you will do from now on in order to put yourself first, to do some small, wonderful gestures of love for yourself first, in order to have the best Valentine's Day ever. I wish you all the best. Have an amazing weekend ahead, and I will see you shortly.